Welcome everybody. Thanks for stopping by the 40 Fitness YouTube channel. Today I want to go over different types of diets. Usually when you walk and when you walk with someone and you ask them, hey, how do you lose the weight? They tell you something like intermittent fasting, only twice a day. You're like, oh man, I can't do that. And you just forget about dieting and you give out losing the weight. But I want you to know that there's a lot of different methods of, different ways of dieting, different ways of losing weight. First of all, what I would like you not to do is think about it as short term. Anything you hear today, I want you to ask yourself, can I do this long term? Because if you don't do it long term, it's not sustainable. It's probably not the right, diet plan for you. Because what happens is when you come off some of these plans and you go back to eating the old way you used to eating, you'll gain more weight back. 90% of diet fail for that very same reason. They all work while you're on them, but if they're not sustainable and when you get off, you're going to gain the weight back. So let's go over a couple of these diet options here. And if you need any help with them or you need me to explain them further, please leave a comment in the section down below and I will get back with you and try to help you as much as I can. The paleo diet is called the caveman diet. Pretty much if the caveman didn't eat it, you should eat it. It consists of fish, nuts, leafy greens, veggies, anything you can catch or gather, on your way home or on your way to your destination. That's the paleo diet. The Atkins diet is a diet that cuts carbs and it controls weight by cutting, it controls insulin. So it's like an insulin controlled type diet, just like intermittent fasting or just like keto. And I'll get to those in a minute. But yeah, the Atkins diet, it's about cutting carbs. You can eat a lot of meat, and things of that nature, but you can't have carbs, you can't have bread, you can't have pasta, etc. The Zone diet, it aims for a nutritional balance. So it's 40% carbs, 30% fats, and 40% proteins. So you get a nice little balance there of everything. And that's the Zone diet. You gotta learn how to count your macronutrients when you're using that such a diet. And that's also the IFYM dieters. That's what they do. They count macronutrients and things of that nature. For those diets, you need a scale, and you got to be the kind of person that's willing to weigh your food, count your carbs, count your proteins, and count your fats. If your lifestyle don't allow for you to do that, that's probably not the one for you. Keto diet is a popular diet that was used to treat epilepsy by reducing carbs. Now it increases fat and it breaks down fat deposits through a method called ketosis. Now, if you are a type 1 diabetic, this is not the diet for you because you can also put yourself in ketoacidosis with this and cause yourself to fall into a diabetic coma. So that probably won't be a good fit for you. You can be a vegetarian. There are different types of vegetarian. My daughter is a vegetarian. She will eat eggs and fish, but she won't eat any other meat, and that's her choice. It works for her. She looks really good. She got to take certain supplements that I, advise her to take, but it's working for her. She's keeping the weight off. She feels good. It makes her a really good runner, so she feels amazing on it, and that's her method of weight loss. Then you have straight vegans that don't eat anything that's, animal based. That's including eggs and, fish, and nothing animal based. You have the raw food diet, and that's consuming food and drinks that are not processed, only plant-based or organic. You have the Mediterranean diet, which is a very popular diet. It's the Southwestern European habits, it's the Greeks and the Spaniards, etc. And they focus on plant foods, fresh fish, whole grains, yogurts, olive oil, cheese. And if you're gonna eat cheese, I recommend the non-pasteurized cheese because what the non-pasteurized cheese does, it converts to K2 really well in your system. And we'll talk about K2 in a minute. It consists of healthy fats, but it's less than 8% or less of the fats come from saturated fats. So that's why it was such a healthy diet. Then you got the IFYM, like I said, it's efficient macros. Now, the thing about the IFYM is if you're the kind of person that can have a pack of cookies in your house and eat one cookie, and count that towards your macronutrients, or, one piece of cake and count that accurately towards your macronutrients, that diet is for you, the pizza and stuff like that, but it has to be homemade because you can't go out and get a pizza and count the macros in that pizza accurately because you don't really know what's in it. all the ingredients or anything of that nature. But if you want to count your macros, your proteins, fats, and your carbs, you can do IFYM. You can pretty much eat whatever you want if it fits into your macro range. Intermittent fasting is what I do. It's pretty much I don't eat for 16 hours, and then the other 8 hours I can eat what I want. I usually just do 2 meals, lunch and dinner. So I do my dinner around 7 o'clock, and I won't eat again until 12 o'clock the next day. Eat my lunch, and I eat my dinner. Rinse and repeat, and it works out pretty well for me. It's not good for muscle building, but it's really good for fat loss. The DASH diet, it's a dietary approach. It's a diet that was invented to stop hypertension. So it's fruits, vegetables, low fat, dairy, whole grains, fish, poultry, etc. And those are the other type of diet. Those are, 11 types of diets that I know of that I can probably help you with. So if you have a question about them, if you plan on getting on any of them, and you need some help counting macros, and understand it's about macronutrients. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. So when you count your macronutrients, you got to understand that in order to, add your calories and your macros up, properly. And anybody taking calcium and D3, I know a lot of women are, I recommend the K2 vitamin in the MK7 form. And what it does, it helps move the calcium to the proper places, such as your teeth and your bones, and it keeps out your bloodstream. A lot of times when you take that calcium, it sticks in your bloodstream. So when you take the K2, it takes that calcium out of your bloodstream, put it in your teeth and your bones where it belongs. And a few tips I also want to let people know about. Peanut butter. A lot of people go to is peanut butter for protein or for a snack, and honey for a substitute sweetener. Understand that honey can have just as many calories as sugar. So you gotta be careful with the honey. And peanut butter, you gotta be really careful with the peanut butter. It contains a lot of fat. Some peanut butter contains a lot of sugars. So you wanna be really careful with that, especially if you're on some of these diets. Any diet that's about insulin control, you definitely want to be careful with the amount of sugar that you take in, or the type of sweeteners you take in, because these things spike insulin, and insulin is one of those hormones that stops you from losing weight. So if you're on an insulin control type diet, you don't want to be taking a lot of peanut butter or taking in a lot of honey, because those things can spike insulin, and you can't lose weight in the presence of insulin. So you got to be careful with that, and be aware of the healthy snacks. That's the biggest misleading, thing on the market is healthy snacks. If you read the label, a lot of those things got tons of sugar in them, and they're not healthy. The trail mixes, anything a bunch of sugars and sweeteners in them, they're not healthy. A lot of those drinks, with these artificial sweeteners, they're not good for you. The only thing artificial sweetener, I drink is stevia. So if I have a drink with stevia in it and that's it, I'll probably drink that. But other than that, I stay away from that stuff. And other things too, ladies and gentlemen, if you take any of these meal plans, a lot of people's point is, if you only eat 3-4 times a day and no snacking in between, you'll be amazed how much weight you lose. Cut out the soda, cut out the pop, get you a drink that's sweetened with stevia. There's plenty about on the market. And I'll go over some if you would like. Once again, leave a comment down below. And there's plenty of things you can drink, besides pop and diet sodas, because they're not good for you also. And once again, if you have any questions about any of these diets, or if these diets don't work for you, you want to try to find something else for you, hit me up in the comment section down below, and I'll try to do the best I can for you. If you need help counting your macronutrients, there's all kind of calculators you can use. There's actually calculators also for proteins and vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need also. If you're interested in that, hit me up in the comments down below. I don't want this video to be too long. I know a lot of you guys are really busy, but no matter how busy you guys are, Always take time out to take care of yourself, take care of your health. You're no good to no one. If you're sick, you become the burden. You become the one that needs to be taken care of. So I know a lot of you people have, a lot of you guys have had a lot of health problems, strokes, heart attack, etc. And I'm just here because I want you guys to be healthy. I want to help you guys to be healthy. It's not about having a six-pack abs, this channel. It's not about having big arms. It's not a bodybuilding channel. This is a health and longevity channel. So if you have any questions on what you can do to possibly extend your health, extend your longevity, please feel free to comment. If you have any ideas that you would like to leave, please leave them down in the comments. Let other people read what you've done, and maybe it'll help someone. So thanks for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. 40 Fitness out.